Yo, it's your boy, PraviMVP, and today we're talking about the difference between button mashing casuals and the true winners in NBA 2K25. This isn't about your dribble combos or which badges you run, it's about the mentality, the secret sauce that turns average players into consistent winners. Before we dive in, finesse that like button, drop your own takes in the comment section. I love to read them, and as you can see, I am an active responder. And slide on that subscribe button if you really messing with me. And if you part of the MVP family, remember the MVP giveaway is dropping January 14th for our top 3 supporters. So don't miss out on that chance to boost your grind. Follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, as well, so I can award the winners easily via DM, and you can send me your highlights or mixtape to be featured in the real MVP's appreciation video. Also featuring new, raw, unedited gameplay of my lockdown launcher build in the proving grounds. Let's break down how you can shift your mindset to dominate, not just in 2K, but in life too, with being more cooperative. Winning mindset is not just a stat sheet. Too many players think being good at 2K means racking up stats, scoring 30 points, or grabbing a triple double. But if your team loses, what does it even matter? Success isn't measured by what's on the stat sheet, it's measured by how your actions lead to wins. Take it from the great Kobe Bryant, who said, greatness is inconsistency. It's not about big moments, it's about what you bring every single night. You might drop 50 in one game, but if you're inconsistent or selfish, it means nothing. Players like Michael Jordan understood that their individual greatness only mattered because they made their teams better. Actionable tip for 2K. Stop hunting for stats and start playing winning basketball. Focus on your role, whether it's creating shots, locking down the opposing team, or playing smart off ball. Watch high IQ players or NBA games to understand how they move, why they move, and what decisions they make within the team system. See, me, I watch full games. I love the NBA. I play basketball in real life. I come from a sports type family, military as well. So being systematic and knowing your role and being accountable for what you're supposed to do, I'm built that way. So when I cut on the game, that same mentality that I have in real life, it just directly translate. A lot of dudes, if you talk to them, they will believe how they think has no impact on this game. They don't think real life has no impact on this game, like how they mentally are, how they were raised, all the different things in your life, even your circle of influence, the 5 people you keep around you the most. That all impacts your mentality. And the mentality when you cut on the game, because I always said, I done probably said it in a couple videos, my player is a avatar. He will not do anything that your mind doesn't think. Building a winning mindset starts in the MyPlayer builder. Winning begins before you even step on the court. Most players mess up in the MyPlayer builder because they prioritize individual dominance over the team functionality. Players max out scoring and dribbling, but they neglect areas like strength, defense, and passing. It's equivalent to building a house with no foundation. Let's look at a real life example. Draymond Green, he isn't scoring 30 points a night, but his versatility on defense and playmaking make him one of the most impactful players on championships teams. And that's why he has 4 rings. And if we all pay attention to the Cleveland championship by LeBron and Kyrie, if Golden State win that championship, Draymond Green got the best case to win Finals MVP. You could say them having Draymond suspended for one game is literally the reason why Golden State lost that title. Also, Kyrie was spectacular, and LeBron too, but Draymond was the most consistent player for Golden State that series. His defense, his tenacity, his aggression, and the way he was scoring in that series, people don't realize if Cleveland didn't win that championship, I think Draymond would have won Finals MVP. Also, I don't think Golden State is winning a singular ring, or maybe one or two. Because They're not winning as many rings as Draymond. If people don't realize that Draymond is the true point guard of that team, the facilitator, and he's the enforcer, meaning when all them teams used to injure Curry, you remember when Curry used to get injured all the time? Why he stopped getting injured? Because now they drafted Draymond and Draymond wasn't going for none of that. You need a dude on the team who not only mentally IQ, his IQ. The same thing goes for 2K. You need to have players who aren't on the court just for highlights. They literally want to put in work. Greg Popovich built his dynasty on guys who knew their roles and excelled in them. Players like Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Emmanuel Ginobili, who sacrificed individual stats for team success. They are the most unselfish big three in NBA history, creating the term Spurs basketball, which emphasized their exceptional ball movement. Here's an actionable tip for 2K. Build with a purpose. Ask yourself, what does this build contribute to a team? If your build doesn't offer value beyond scoring, you might want to rethink that. You need to prioritize defensive attributes with balanced physicals and badges that help in the clutch situations, like a movable enforcer. Because if you need to get a stop on any particular build, a movable enforcer is the badge for that. Versatile visionary, because that gives you the ability to make those risky passes, throw those lobs, be able to do things that most players can't do if they do not have this badge or have it leveled up at different levels. Like the more levels you level up versatile visionary, the more crazy passes your dude is able to complete. Or interceptor, because I'm telling you, interceptor, we all know that been changing the game since season one. It really don't need no explanation. It's just a playmaking defensive badge. You're able to take away a score or make that highlight play that literally changes momentum and put the game, get you another dub. Efficiency is everything. The numbers don't lie. If you're inefficient in 2K, you're costing your teams and yourself games. Players who average 42 to 50% shooting from the field and 30 to the low 50 percentiles, especially centers. Centers should be nowhere near the 50 percentiles. They should be at minimum in the 60s. And that 60s ain't even really that good because you shouldn't be forcing that much unless you're a shooting center. I can understand that to kind of pull it down. But strictly inside centers, bro, they should be shooting over. I'm in the 70s. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I believe my center shooting 75% from the field. If he going to attempt the shot, it should be a high percentage shot. You shouldn't be trying to do too much. And also shooting from, like I said, the players who average shooting in the 42 and the low 50 percentiles from the field, and then you shooting 30 to 40 percentile from the 3-point line, you killing your team, especially if you have high volume. For context, even role players in the NBA, real life, shoot better than that. You're on a video game shooting role player numbers. That's it, you shooting under role player numbers in real NBA. Like, you can't do that. That's not how you're supposed to be shooting. It's just off the fact that you're not taking the time to master your game, or you just selfish. You out here selfish. Think about it. Think about like how NBA legends like LeBron approach efficiency. LeBron once said, "The game rewards the players who make the right play, not the most difficult ones." He's one of the most efficient superstars ever because he values making a smart decision over forcing shots, which is why he is the NBA's all-time leader in points created, which is the points that he assisted, generated, and the points per game combined, leading to team success. It's not all about just himself. In 2K, forcing contested shots, taking bad angles on defense, and committing unnecessary turnovers are all signs of a player with a me first mentality. Winning starts with valuing the possessions. Actionable tip for 2K: play smarter, not harder. Look for high percentage shots, even if it means passing up a contested jumper for an open teammate, even if it means passing up an open jumper for a teammate who's wide open. That is what you should do. Study advanced stats like effective field goal percentage and assist to turnover ratios. The more efficient you think, the more efficient your play style, the higher your win percentage. That's how I'm able to maintain MVP tier on 3 different builds, all with randoms. I prioritize efficiency over everything else. The me over we mentality is holding you back. One of the biggest issues in 2K25 is the selfish mentality that prioritizes individual success over the glory of team success. You see it in the rec and park every day. Players forcing bad shots, hogging the ball, or abandoning their defensive assignments just to chase highlights. Compare this to Kyrie Irving, who emphasizes the importance of rhythm and flow. The ball finds energy, Kyrie says. That means unselfish play leads to better team chemistry and easier scoring opportunities. Phil Jackson's triangle offense was based on the same idea. Moving the ball creates better opportunities for everyone, which is why Jordan had to adapt Phil Jackson's strategy to his skill set. And that is what enabled him to be able to reach all those championships that everybody talk about. Those 6 for 6 all came with him being able to adapt more of a team first play style. Even listen to Larry Bird's famous quote regarding Michael Jordan came after Game 2 of the 1986 NBA Finals first round series between the Boston Celtics and the Chicago Bulls. In this game, Michael Jordan scored 63 points, but the Bulls lost to the Celtics in double overtime with the final score of 135 to 131. After witnessing Jordan's performance, Larry Bird said, "I think he's God disguised as Michael Jordan. Even with that much talent, without adapting a team first mentality, it meant nothing. He never beat Larry Bird in the finals or in the playoffs due to the fact Boston was a team first oiled machine with its superstar Bird having a complete all around skill set." I don't know if people know that or not, but if you really look it up and know the numbers, a lot of the players in the 80s, including Isaiah Thomas, how people always say hating on Jordan, all have a winning record against Michael Jordan because for a while, Jordan wasn't a team first player. He was getting his. We will never say Jordan wasn't that guy from the jump. He was, but until he learned how to play with his teammates and make them better, all he did was really lose and just put up numbers. The same thing people accuse Luka of or any great player. It's like, and it don't all be them. Sometimes the pieces got to get there, and the right coach that's talking the right system gotta because every player ain't gonna believe in every system. But Phil Jackson clearly had the system from Jordan, and it took him to hold it helped him complete his greatness because his greatness was already on display. But when you added in that triangle, it made Jordan a machine for championships. Actionable tip for 2K: go into games with that team first mindset. If you're not contributing to the flow of the game, you're hurting your team. Practice patience. The extra pass often leads to the best shot. An unselfish play builds trust with teammates, even in random lobbies. Every game isn't about you. Understanding it's not about maintaining a scoring average. Preparation and adaptability, keys to success. Champions in NBA and 2K don't just show up. I'm telling you, they prepare. Kobe Bryant famously practiced harder than he played, saying rest at the end, not in the middle. Similarly to Michael Jordan, constantly adapted his game as he aged, becoming a mid range assassin in the later years. As I showed in the video I uploaded yesterday, how to shoot like Clay, I have a shooting ritual I go through before I start any game in 2K. I make sure my pistol is already warmed up and oiled before I go into a shootout. It's just smart. In 2K, preparation means knowing the meta, but also being able to adapt when things don't go your way. Maybe your team is missing shots or getting dominated inside on the inside. Do you adjust your play style or just stubbornly stick to what is not working? Actionable tip for 2K: study your opponents, watch their tendencies early in the game, and adjust your strategy accordingly. Be versatile, have multiple builds or play styles within those builds ready to adapt to different situations, whether it's fast paced park or rec game or a slower paced proving grounds or pro am match. Leadership transforms teams. Winning teams have leaders who evaluate everyone around them. Think about LeBron James, who constantly communicates on the court, directing traffic and encouraging his teammates. Leadership isn't about being the best player, it's about being the one who ensures everyone is locked in and working together. In 2K, leadership can mean calling out plays on the mic, motivating teammates to stay engaged, or simply leading by example with your play. I do that a lot. I don't even come on the mic. If I'm playing with a team that actually just know what they doing, I don't even have to get on the mic because I'm gonna excel at what I do. When you hold yourself to a high standard, others tend to follow. Actionable tip for 2K: use your mic to communicate more effectively. Call out cuts, call out open players, defensive rotations, or game adjustments. Stay positive. Even in tough games, a good attitude can keep your team focused and prevent rage quits. Emotional control, the X factor in winning. One overlooked aspect of the mindset is emotional control. Frustration leads to bad decision, forcing shots, gambling on defense, or even quitting. Players like Tim Duncan mastered the art of staying calm under pressure, earning him the nickname the Big Fundamental. In 2K, maintaining emotional control is critical, especially when playing with randoms. Rage quitting or arguing with teammates only hurts your chances of building a healthy win percentage. Actionable tip for 2K: stay focused, stay composed, and if you make a mistake, move on to the next play instead of dwelling on it. Use timeouts strategically to reset your team's momentum and to calm everyone down. And communicate effectively. Talk to men like they are men. It works best. Trust your teammates, even randoms. Listen. One of the hardest things in 2K is trusting your teammates, especially in the random lobbies. But trust is the foundation of any great team. Even if your teammates aren't perfect, showing faith in them can boost their confidence and improve team chemistry and their play. Actionable tip for 2K: pass to open teammates, even if they miss shots earlier in the game. Trust builds over time. Play supportive roles when necessary. If your teammates are struggling, focus on defense and rebounding to keep the game close. Trust from star players joining new teams. Just for show you examples, LeBron James, when he joined the Miami Heat in 2010, he and Dwayne Wade had to quickly establish trust, especially after the rocky start to the season. Their ability to trust each other in clutch moments was pivotal in them turning their team into champions. James often deferred to Wade in key moments, trusting his judgment and skill, which helped in building the chemistry on the court. This trust was not just about passing the ball, but also understanding roles and when to let each other shine. Chris Paul on the Houston Rockets. When Chris Paul moved to the Houston Rockets, he had to trust James Harden to be the primary scorer while he focused on orchestrating the offense while being more off ball than he was ever used to. This required a level of faith in Harden's abilities, even when shots weren't falling. Paul's leadership and trusting in Harden's process helped in creating a dynamic where both could excel, although their chemistry was tested over time due to differing play styles. Kevin Durant with the Golden State Warriors. Upon joining the Warriors, Kevin Durant had to integrate into a team with established chemistry, which is not easy to do. Just imagine you on 2K and you a new dude to a group of four dudes who've been playing with each other all the time. His trust in his teammates like Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson to make the right plays was evident with his willingness to play off ball and take fewer shots when necessary. This trust is what helped them in maintaining the team's flow, leading to back-to-back championships. Durant's trust just wasn't just in their shooting ability, but also in their defensive reads and rotations, which are less tangible but equally as important as aspects of team chemistry. Actionable tips from NBA experience: communicate. Like in NBA 2K, communication in the NBA is vital. Players like Draymond Green are known for their vocal leadership, assuring everyone knows their roles and feel trusted to be able to perform it. Every team that's really good in 2K has a dude that is vocal on it. I don't care. Look at all the top teams. All of them have a person with like a Draymond Green type mentality, even if he doesn't that same display his energy the same type of way. Adaptability. Star players often have to adjust their game. For instance, Russell Westbrook's transition to Houston's required him to adapt from being a primary ball handler to a different role, showcasing his trust and his teammates' ability to handle the ball. In 2K, sometimes you get placed out of position. Sometimes when you go and play with different groups, they're going to want you to play a different role. If you don't have adaptability, I'm telling you, you won't really succeed in 2K or in real life. When you going through life, it's going to require change and adaptability and evolution. Like, trying to tell you, got to lead by example. Players like Steve Nash showed how giving high fives, being positive reinforcement can boost team morale and trust. This translates to 2K by encouraging your virtual teammates through supportive gameplay, acknowledging their efforts even in failure. In both NBA 2K and professional NBA, trust isn't just about believing in someone's skills, but it's also about building a culture where every player feels value and confident. This trust can transfer a group of individuals into a cohesive unit capable of overcoming adversity and achieving success. And if you're that type of person, bro, I have it in my Discord. Is exactly that's what I'm trying to build. That type of mentality, that type of individuals who, yeah, we'll lose sometimes, but we don't tear each other down. We can look at the footage to see how to get better. We can talk amongst each other and see how to get better. And sometimes you're just not gonna win every game. That's just the way it is. But all right, MVP family, that's it for today. Remember, success in 2K isn't just about the mechanics, it's about the mindset. Focus on team play, preparation, and emotional control, and I guaranteed you, your win percentage will climb. Drop your thoughts in the comments, finesse that like button, and subscribe if you're not already part of the MVP squad. And don't forget, January 14th is the MVP giveaway. And until next time, it's your boy, PraviMVP, reminding you winning starts in the mind. Blessings to the Most High. Peace.
Hey, Skylight. Hey.